EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Set. 60 outlaw. Gone.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Hey, Echo.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
60 Pittsburgh.
Check. Check 24.
Ready?
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mike 55. Blue Dan. Mike 55.
2nd and 9 now. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Tighten up.
Back to throw here. He's got him in. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line. Gordon works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive. And normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss.
Ready.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Hey, Sam off.
25. Check 25.
5.
56.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Ready,
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Now.
I got you.
Hey, Jet. Shoot.
On second down, McCrary, room here to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going, runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there by Gordon. 44 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here we go, here we go. 10 Lobo.
Eat. Here we go.
Hit.
They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Check, 55 for mine. It's our time.
Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Touchdown, Chargers.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. It's a gain of 9 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Hey, 43. Undercook. Hey, 57 colors. 57 colors. Go. 49. Let's pick it.
Mahomes now to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down.
Yellow.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 40.
57. Come on, D.
Hey, alert 3.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, it's Johnson. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Steps away to his right, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Bravo! 56 to Mike. 5.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. The intended receiver there, Allen. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach.
Second down and goal. Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
It's third down and goal.
After the sack, they come up on third and goal from the 18.
43! 43! Alpha! Check. 10.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Snap.
He'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll set up to throw. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now left side on the swing pass. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes being chased out left. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. And again, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
Let's go, baby.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. Johnson's got it complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Now we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a third and long.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Room past the 20 as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Down, 18 Gator.
I'm coming after you.
Look at me, zipper. Fight.
They'll run on first down. McCrary, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Here we go. 60 or. Hard.
Watch the block, motion, block.
Here we go on second and 12. The battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 30 yards there. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Second and 6 at the 4-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now Gordon. And he is going to have the first down as he gets this up to his own 11. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Now back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Check right, check right.
A toss play, Gordon. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go, set. 60 outlaw.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
It's coming this way.
Hey, foxtrot.
Here we go.
Hit it.
They'll set up a throw. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 31. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. You run.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Go.
Watch QB drop.
Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Yellow.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter.
Let's put that team on the bus. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Easy.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And the catch made by Johnson. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
70, Indy.
I got you.
Go.
I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
On second down now, McCrary. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Chargers on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 8.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. What we got?
Hey, wahoo! 5.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. He gets this one to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Flush to his right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Dancing to his left. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Uchenna-Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Room to run past midfield. Complete. It's Johnson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
On 2nd down, McCrary finding room inside the 40. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes. That's
fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off here at the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Yep.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. There goes Melvin Gordon, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Attack!
Safe. Check 50, check 50.
From the 24, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Hard throw, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go. Here we go. Mike 49. Scene 6.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
On 1st down, McCrary. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Get it.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Watch out for Hill on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time.
Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it 24-13. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And all the Chiefs have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the home team here, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.